Hi guys, so our lecture number 4 in motion, but definitely today we are not going to study anything that is physics. See, in physics mathematics is a very much requirement. It is basically forming the फाउंडेशन पिलर्स ऑफ फिजिक्स. मैथ्स इज द फाउंडेशन पिलर्स ऑफ द फिजिक्स. फिजिक्स को सपोर्ट करने के लिए मैथ्स का ज़रूरत बहुत ज़्यादा है. ठीक है. सो बी इट ट्रिगोनोमेट्री, बी इट एल्जेब्रा, बी इट कैलकुलस, बी इट coordinate geometry that we are going to do right now. So for doing basic mathematics we need to know a system that is called Cartesian coordinate system. Cartesian coordinate system before we go into the graphical analysis of motion. ठीक है. So we will be doing Cartesian coordinate system now, which will be very important for you in case you want to understand very well the graphical system of analysis in case of motion. So what is Cartesian coordinate? See, there are two axes. Suppose I am standing here and I want to know where exactly this point on board is. So how will you say me? Can you say me? Well, you can do one thing. You can take this as a reference, this point, and you will measure the horizontal distance up to here, and then the vertical distance from bottom to here. You will be saying, sir, from your left hand side it is say 2 meters in horizontal and 1 meter in vertical position. Then I can easily identify, like you do in geography, latitude and longitude. When you know both the points, you can specifically say, well, this city is in this position. Okay, so that is very important. You understood, I guess. So basically Cartesian coordinate system is nothing but latitude and longitude of physics. ठीक है. अरे कोई सब्जेक्ट अलग नहीं होता है, सब सब्जेक्ट सेम है. हिस्ट्री, जियोग्राफी, इंग्लिश, बंगाली, ऑल सब्जेक्ट्स आर सेम. ठीक है. वो हम अलग से सोचते हैं इसीलिए अलग है. या हो सकता है some people want us to believe that these subjects are different. All these subjects are same. If you analyze very clearly, then you will see all this falls under same laws of nature. Physics, chemistry, maths, history, geography, everything. Someday we will discuss that also. Okay, don't worry, not today definitely. So this axis, as you can see over here, denotes the horizontal distance. Horizontal distance. Remember, while I spoke to you about this point, we spoke about a reference point over here. In Cartesian coordinate system, this is called the reference point, and this is origin. 0, 0. What does this 0, 0 means? This means from this point horizontally it goes 0 units, vertically it goes 0 units. So this denotes horizontal shift. Shift means shift from origin, and this denotes vertical shift. ठीक है. The horizontal shift and vertical shift for any point. Suppose this is a point over here. The horizontal shift is denoted in mathematics as x, and the vertical shift is denoted by y. This axis that you can see is x axis. ठीक है. So when you shift horizontally from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. Okay, clear? When you shift horizontally on the left hand side, it will be -1, -2, -3, -4 like this. So as you can see, from origin either you can shift on the right hand side horizontally, or you can shift on the left hand side horizontally. This is basically analogous to something that you have learned, that is number system. Remember the number line? It was analogous to this, right? Similar, quite similar. Now if that number line that you have learned is just rotated by 90 degree, it becomes a vertical number line, right? The vertical shift above the origin is denoted by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this, and the vertical shift below is -1, -2, -3, -4 like this. Clear? I hope you have copied down everything with me, and believe me, you have learnt a lot about Cartesian coordinate system in this 3 to 4 minutes of lecture. Now suppose I want you to plot a point on this. This is what is graph, right? This is what is graph. So suppose I want you to plot a point, say 5,4 on this Cartesian coordinate system. So what we will do, 5 is the horizontal shift. So first point of your look shall be in the origin. First you see this 5, shift 5 units from in the horizontal, mark it over here, and then what you do is see the vertical shift, that is 4, come again to the origin. This is, mark it over here, draw a horizontal line like this, draw a vertical line like this. The intersection of these two lines will give you 5, 4. Clear? This is how to plot a point in the Cartesian coordinate system. So now that we have already learned how to plot a point in Cartesian coordinate system, we have to also know how to draw a line in Cartesian coordinate system. Okay. So suppose there are certain points between position and time. Okay. So position and time is given to you. Okay. Position is nothing but displacement. So like this, certain points are given. So this is suppose 1 second, this is 2 second, this is 3 second, and the displacement in position at this moment is 2 meter, this is 4 meter, this is 6 meter. Okay. So now you have to plot. You have to plot a displacement time curve, somebody has said you. So you just plot the x axis and y axis like this. So see, all are positive over here, so this part is basically not required. So this is displacement, this is time. Okay? So here on I can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here on for time I can write, make it a little bit bigger because I don't need much time. 1, 2, 3. That is dependent on scale, nothing else. For 1 second. So what is the points? First of all, you will plot the points. You will write down the points. What are the points I need to get? First point is on x axis, first x axis. So first you need to write the horizontal shift 1, 2, right? Because time is on the horizontal axis, I have to first write time 1, 2. Next I'll write 2, 4. Next I'll write 3, 6. ठीक है guys? 2, 4. Next I'll write 3, 6. Clear? So first 1 मतलब ये, इसके साथ 2 मतलब ये, इसको थोड़ा ऐसे करो. This is 1, 2, right? Next 2, 4. So this is 2, 4. Next 3, 6. Please join all this point, you get a straight line, right? You get a straight line. This is a straight line curve. So see, when you get a straight line curve with no, like, it is not like this, right? It is not like this. This is a straight line curve. So what does this straight line curve denote in displacement time? We are moving into curves. What does this straight line curve denote? Let us find out. Okay, just let us find out, nothing much. So we'll take these 2 points. Let's take A, B, C. So A and B, let's take A and B. So if I want to find out what is the change in displacement? I want to find out that velocity basically. I want to find out the velocity between A and B. So what is it? Change in displacement by change in time. The change in time. The change in time means 2 minus 1, right? 2 minus 1. Change in time. That is 1. Okay? Next, change in displacement. Change in displacement means from here to here, the vertical shift, how much? Maximum it has gone to, final one is 4 and the initial one is 2. So I can write 4 minus 2. So that is 2 by 1, that is 2 meter per second. Clear? Velocity is change in displacement by change in time. Next, if I want to find for VBC, what is the change in time? 3 minus 2, that is 1. What is the change in velocity? From here, the velocity is 4, final 6, 6 minus 4, that is 2. So, 2 meter per second. Clear? So, it is velocity BC. That was velocity AB. So, this is VAB, this is VBC. Clear? So, what we can see over here is VAB is equal to VBC. That means velocity is not changing in this motion. So, that means it is uniform velocity. So, now it is clear that if it is a straight line in case of displacement time curve, then it is denoting uniform velocity. Okay. Now, it has not ended, my dear friend, many things are left. So, here VAB, while we calculated, we have seen it is change in displacement by change in time. So, can I write this change can be written as like this, del. Del means change, nothing else, del. You can just draw a triangle like this. Del S by del T. In this displacement time curve, what was del S? Del S was change in vertical axis. This vertical axis is called y axis. Okay? So, I can also write this in general as change in y axis by change in x axis. Okay? Change in y axis by change in x axis. This is in general, this is not for velocity, this is for everything. Okay? This is in general. Okay? So, this term which is in general is basically called, that is change in y axis by change in x axis, is called nothing but slope of a curve. Slope of a curve in Cartesian coordinate. So, what if you somebody asks you what is slope of curve? Change in y axis by change in x axis. That is the slope of the curve. Okay? Change in y axis by change in x axis. So, that is what we got velocity. So, definitely velocity is slope of displacement time graph. Okay? Change in displacement time graph. So, we know that velocity is the slope of displacement time curve. Please note this, velocity is the slope of displacement time curve. Okay? I am rubbing this. So, if displacement time curve is straight line, then it is uniform velocity. Then it is uniform velocity. Now, let us have another displacement time curve over here. This is time, this is displacement. Suppose if the curve is like this. If the curve is like this, हो सकता है, कोई problem नहीं है, curve is like this. So, if the curve is like this, then what is the velocity? Now, velocity is what? Velocity is slope of ST curve. Slope of ST curve. What is slope of ST curve? Slope of ST curve is nothing but change in y axis by change in x axis. huh? So change in y-axis means change in displacement over here, correct? So what is change in displacement over here? There is no change in displacement, is remaining constant, so it is 0. Velocity in this curve is 0. Okay, body is not moving, the position is at the same point. Okay. This one, very important one, let me say you this one is very important, hope everybody can see this. So here also you have to calculate velocity, this is time, this is displacement. Velocity is nothing but change in displacement by change in time. So definitely there is change in displacement, okay? Definitely there is change in displacement because it is changing, but here if you see this point, so let's take 2 points over here, this one. So let's take this one as 3 1 and let's take this one as 1 3, okay? So change in displacement with matlab vertical shift from this to this, how much? Final minus initial you also have to do, that thing you need to remember, final minus initial. So this is 3 1, so this is 1 3, okay? Final minus initial, final displacement is 1 meter, 1 minus 3, final time is 3 minus 1, so 2, so this is minus 2 by 2, that is minus 1 meter per second, clear? Huh? So that is velocity. Herein you can see the velocity is negative, that is body is moving in the opposite direction of the frame, opposite direction of the frame में body का movement हो रहा है. So this velocity is negative, मतलब body is moving opposite direction, ठीक है? So that is why I have said velocity is a scalar quantity, sorry, in a vector quantity, and you can see the sign shows it, velocity is a vector quantity, ठीक है? आ सकता है, ऐसा नहीं है नहीं आ सकता है. Let us take this one now. What will be the velocity over here? Time is not changing, if you see the time is not changing, so it is del y by del x, so it is basically del s by del t. Here del t is 0, whatever may be the del s, del t is 0, so this is infinity. So velocity in this curve is infinite velocity, it can happen, infinite velocity can come. Okay guys, so what we can see over here, the velocity is becoming infinite. Can it be possible? Well, theoretically it is possible, practically no, we all know that velocity cannot be infinite, right? So theoretically it is possible that we can see, but practically it is not possible that we know, okay? Okay, so we have done over here uniform velocity, that one was uniform velocity, but velocity was in the same direction, okay? But in this case velocity was in opposite direction, it is also an uniform velocity, but it is in the opposite direction of the frame, okay? So now there what will be the curve for non-uniform velocity? See, in case of non-uniform velocity, definitely non-uniform velocity में क्या होगा? Definitely the velocity will change, so the line cannot be straight line cannot be straight line. So non-uniform कुछ भी हो सकता है, ऐसा हो सकता है, ठीक है, ऐसा हो सकता है नॉन यूनिफॉर्म, ठीक है, क्योंकि इसमें स्लोप ऐसा होगा, इसमें स्लोप ऐसा होगा, स्लोप इज चेंजिंग. सो दिस आर द कर्व्स ऑफ नॉन यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी, डिस्प्लेसमेंट टाइम कर्व्स ऑफ नॉन यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी, ठीक है, डिस्प्लेसमेंट टाइम कर्व ऑफ नॉन यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी. व्हाट हैपेंस टू दिस? See, this is very important. Here a boy starts from A, moves to B, and again comes back to A. This is the curve how it will be. First the velocity is positive, right? Here if you calculate, the velocity will get positive slope. When you calculate this one, you will get negative slope. So first the velocity is positive, then the velocity is negative. That is what it is. It is going like this एंड अगेन कमिंग बैक। सो कमिंग बैक के टाइम पे वेलोसिटी नेगेटिव हो गया, क्योंकि हम तो यहीं से देख रहा था, हम यही से देख रहा था कि वो आदमी जब गया तब मेरा फाइनल पोजीशन और इनिशियल पोजीशन के बीच में हमने माइनस किया तो देखा मेरे को पॉजिटिव वैल्यू आया। अभी वो आदमी उधर है 5 मीटर दूर में, अभी आ गया 2 मीटर, अरे साला। सो 2 - 5 - 3 नेगेटिव हो गया। क्लियर है? सो दैट इज व्हाट इज that I explained over here. So I combined these two phenomena so that it becomes easy for you to understand. क्लियर हो गया? वेलोसिटी कैसे निकालोगे? डिस्प्लेसमेंट टाइम कर्व से। So now we will have to plot velocity time curves. ठीक है? We will have to plot velocity time curves. Okay guys, so see, one by one we will try to plot. As you now know Cartesian coordinate, it will be very easy. तो velocity time, ठीक है? Okay, first thing is this one. This means uniform velocity. Velocity is not changing. Next, straight line. That means velocity is changing. Definitely non-uniform velocity. But velocity is basically increasing, constantly increasing velocity, constantly increasing velocity. Clear? Next, velocity time, constantly decreasing velocity. So when the velocity is constantly increasing, that is, it is increasing, suppose it is 2 meter per second, then it is 4 meter per second, then it is 6 meter per second, like this. So that means there is uniform acceleration. When it is constantly decreasing, that means it is uniform retardation. Wow. How? How? The question is how. See, if you take this and if you take this point, let's take this as 3, let's take this as 2, let's be 1, this be 2. So this point becomes 1, 2 and this point becomes 2, 3. ठीक है? Now what is acceleration? Change in velocity per unit, change in time. Can't I write this as del V by del T? Can I write this or not? Del V by del T. I can write change in velocity by change in time. So now this change in velocity and change in velocity is change in y axis. So this is del y, and change in time is change in x axis, that is del x. So what is change in velocity over here? 3 minus 2, 1, and this is also 2 minus 1, 1. So 1 meter per second square. This is acceleration, nothing else. And this was what? Nothing but this is what? Slope, right? So definitely from here I can say acceleration is nothing but slope of velocity time curve. ठीक है? Slope of velocity time curve. ठीक है? Here there is retardation. Why there is retardation? Because the velocity is decreasing. If the velocity decreases, that means the final velocity will become lesser than the initial velocity. So that means, and in this case we have already studied, a will be less than 0. Clear? These things can also come What is this? If you see this curve, velocity is increasing, definitely increasing, but it is not constant increase. ठीक है, this is increasing acceleration. So this is t, this is v, this is, first of all you write increasing velocity, but what will you write? Not constant increase, you can write not constant increase. ठीक है, not constant increase. So in this case basically velocity is continuously increasing, but it is increasing at an increasing rate. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं है 2 मीटर के बाद 2 मीटर पर सेकेंड, 4 मीटर पर सेकेंड, 6 मीटर पर सेकेंड, नॉट लाइक दैट. 2 मीटर पर सेकेंड, 4 मीटर पर सेकेंड, 80 मीटर पर सेकेंड, 160 मीटर पर सेकेंड, 640 मीटर पर सेकेंड, लाइक दैट. इट इज इंक्रीजिंग एट एन एक्सपोनेंशियल रेट. ठीक है, सो दिस इज द केस where you can see this was uniform acceleration, uniformly velocity was increasing. Now the acceleration is also increasing, so this is nothing but increasing acceleration. This one velocity is increasing, but it is the increase is decreasing. That means velocity बढ़, velocity बढ़ रहा है, लेकिन उसका बढ़ने का जो रेट है वो कम हो रहा है. ठीक है, इसमें क्या था, बढ़ने का जो रेट है वो बढ़ रहा था, लेकिन इसमें बढ़ने का जो रेट है वो कम हो रहा है. तो इसका मतलब इसका है डिक्रीजिंग एक्सेलरेशन. ठीक है, डिक्रीजिंग एक्सेलरेशन. क्लियर हो गया? ठीक है. सो इफ समबडी आस्क्स यू what will be the acceleration time curve for this, that is constantly increasing velocity. This one, because acceleration is constant, right? Simple. बट कॉन्स्टेंटली इंक्रीजिंग एक्सेलरेशन क्या होगा? इंक्रीजिंग एक्सेलरेशन मतलब ऐसा होगा आपका, कॉन्स्टेंटली डिक्रीजिंग एक्सेलरेशन ऐसा होगा. So you need to convert this all those things. Sometimes what happens is they give you displacement time curve and they say you draw an velocity time curve for this one. So you need to understand what kind of motion, accordingly you need to change the थिंकिंग, नथिंग एल्स. सो थिंकिंग को थोड़ा डेवलप करो. ऐसा नहीं कि सर इसके लिए आप तो कराया नहीं, वो तो आप ले आनी नहीं यार. इफ़ आई डू एवरीथिंग, इफ आई टेक ऑल द एग्जाम्पल्स, ऑल द पॉसिबल क्वेश्चंस, देन यू विल नॉट डेवलप योर थिंकिंग. आपको आपका थिंकिंग को डेवलप करना है. आई डोंट वांट माई टीचिंग टू गो इन टू यू. सिंपल बात है, आई वॉन्ट द फिजिक्स टू डेवलप इन साइड यू. यू शुड हैव दैट डेवलपिंग इंटेंसिटी ऑफ फिजिक्स इन साइड यू. तब तो हो जाएगा यार. तब कौन सा बुक, कौन सा टीचर, कुछ नहीं मैटर करता है यार. इफ़ यू हैव दैट इमेजिनेशन कैपेबिलिटी यू कैन डू एनीथिंग. सो आई होप दैट इज़ ऑल फॉर कर्व्स. वी हैव ऑलरेडी कंप्लीटेड द कर्व्स. स्लोप मिलेगा तो एक्सेलरेशन इज द स्लोप ऑफ वेलोसिटी टाइम कर्व. योर वेलोसिटी इज द स्लोप ऑफ डिस्प्लेसमेंट टाइम कर्व. देयर इज अनदर थिंग, दैट इज हाउ टू कैलकुलेट द डिस्प्लेसमेंट इफ वेलोसिटी टाइम कर्व इज गिवन. ठीक है. So at this moment, to be very honest, in class 9th, as you do not know what is integration, it is very difficult to explain to you this thing, that how to calculate displacement from velocity time curve. So what you need to remember at this point of time, if a velocity time curve is given, you need to calculate the area of that. So we are going to do those kind of problems also, and definitely in our next lecture. Thank you.